Primetime local news, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. A summer storm blew through the Lloydminster area yesterday. High winds, rain, and hail were all part of the system that hit around 5 p.m. These photos sent in by our viewers show damage to many yards and homes. While the conditions were short-lived, trees and branches were broken, gardens and yards were destroyed, and there were some reports of wind damage to properties. Hail around the area was reported from pea size to the size of a toonie. There are reports of lots of damage at Attons Lake, about 20 minutes west of North Battleford. Heavy rain, high winds, and hail were reported at the lake. The wind flipped over several pontoon boats. Lots of trees and branches were broken. The roof of at least one cabin was torn off. There are no reports of injuries. The city is putting together a committee of community members to help with the implementation of the downtown area redevelopment plan. Jace Mackey has more.
The Downtown Area Redevelopment Plan is the city's planning document that lays out the framework for redevelopment and revival of downtown Lloydminster.
There was a lot of community engagement, which was good. A lot of downtown businesses, people that work in the downtown but don't live in the downtown, people that live in the downtown as residences. So there was a lot of great comments.
Now the city is looking to consult further, establishing the Downtown Redevelopment Committee tasked with 4 objectives, including reviewing and determining the course to complete the DARP, working to improve experiences downtown, reassessing progress after 3 years and reporting to council, plus completing semi-annual reports to the city on what's needed to help complete the DARP.
It's not a committee that's requiring you to make major decisions, but we want to get input because that's so important. And I can't be out every day, and neither can council members. And this way people can say what's going on, and they'll be more versed.
The 12-person committee will be made up of members representing groups including youth, seniors, the Indigenous community, as well as downtown businesses and residents, as well as social services. Mayor Gerald Albers hopes interested residents familiarize themselves with the DARP.
I would encourage them to consider reading the document before they sign up so they know what the DARP says, because if you, like I say, if you want to come in and say, well, I think we should do this, a lot of that thinking has been done. Not saying that we're open to not having adjustments, but it's not intended to rewrite the DARP by any means.
The city will now begin an advertising campaign to recruit members to the committee. For Primetime Local News, I'm Jace Mackey.
If you are looking for a way to help a local organization through Facebook, now's the time, as the Thorpe Recovery Center is hosting an online auction. The auction started on Tuesday and runs until next Wednesday, with the proceeds going towards their Serenity Garden. They're hosting the auction online to give people who may not be located in the Lloydminster area a chance to participate. Some of the items include home decor, paintings from a local artist, and more.
We have things like a signed Gretzky jersey, a signed and mounted Calgary Flames jersey signed by their 2010-11 team. There's a half beef that's up for now. That's quite a popular item. There's a family photo session with Gray and Arbor.
The Thorpe Recovery Center has seen great support during the pandemic, as Fox believes people have started to pay more attention to the challenges people face with their mental health and addictions. She's hoping that support continues for the auction as they are looking to upgrade their garden.
And before the garden was built, it was just kind of a grassy area. You know, it wasn't inviting. It didn't really engage people who were here. And so we wanted to make a space that was engaging and inviting and just let you go and have a moment of tranquility and serenity and, you know, sit with your thoughts or have a meaningful conversation with somebody.
Since the auction is on Facebook, if you would like to bid on an item, make sure you are doing so on the correct page if you want your bid to be counted.
I do encourage people to just check it out. And to place a bid, all you need to do is make a comment as a bid higher than the person before you, and just make sure that it's on the original post on our Facebook page.
All of the items are listed on the Thorpe Recovery Center Facebook page. Now our Connor Chan will take a first look at your Friday weather.
All right, thanks very much, Jasmine. Yes, as we did see at the top of the show, those massive 5-minute storm, 10-minute storm we saw, that was very insane to say the least. We definitely saw that here in the studio. We definitely heard all the rumblings of the winds. We did see lots of wind pickup today, and we're still kind of seeing that as where wind gusts is very high, very close to 50 kilometers an hour, but lots of sun as things definitely started to clear up. And like we said, we got just that amounts of hail for about that 5 to 10 minute span, but hopefully everybody was okay during that time yesterday. Looking at some other area temperatures right now, 23 in Lloydminster and Vermilion, 21's up in the Marwayne, St. Paul, Bonnyville areas as well, 22 up in down in Vegreville, and then 25 for North Battleford. So we're still in those mid-20s. We're not as cool in the central areas as we did see in some parts yesterday, where Edmonton and area saw those temperatures around that 12-degree mark, but 23 in Meadow Lake and 21 also in St. Walburg and Green Lake as well. Very much different story today on the satellite radar map. Things are calming down. Still a little bit of cloud coverage hovering around us, but things will hopefully start to clear up by the weekend here as we get ready for Friday and Saturday and Sunday, as well as we'll start to see temperatures, get a little bit climbing up in those mid-20s as well. 10 degrees with clear skies overnight in North Battleford, with 25 as well for tomorrow. The wind will definitely drop half of what it was now. It'll drop quite a bit there for tomorrow. 14 degrees overnight in Cold Lake with some clear skies, and 22 expected for the daytime high tomorrow as everything will start to clear up pretty dramatically here, and 11 degrees expected for us overnight here in Lloydminster, and then 22 expected for our daytime high tomorrow, and winds again will still be around just over 20 kilometers an hour, so definitely normal wind speeds for tomorrow. And here's a look at the next couple of days here. 22 expected for Sunday, as we could see more rain come back into the mix there. There could be between that 30 to 60% chance of some showers, and then 23 degrees on Monday, as we'll still see some cloud coverage mixed throughout the week here, and I'll show that a little bit more later on with the 7-day forecast. That's a look at your weather for now. We'll have more primetime local news after the break.
Welcome back. Alberta Beef Producers is holding their annual Young Guns contest for youth aged 8 to 21. This year, they're asking applicants to explain what they think will be the next big innovation in the beef industry. Jillian Code has the details.
Today, I am joined by Caitlin Lavadier. She is the lead of stakeholder communications with Alberta Beef Producers. Caitlin, thank you so much for joining me today.
No, thank you for the opportunity. It's great to spread the word.
Perfect. So what can you tell me about the Young Guns competition?
So this year, our Young Guns contest is focused around having applicants tell us what they see as the beef industry's next greatest innovation. We thought that would be a really good theme for younger applicants and older, because the age ranges from 8 to 21. So some of the younger kids can get really creative with what they think innovation in the future holds. And then some of the older kids will have some more practical, realistic answers about actual innovations and technologies that they see on farm or that they see some potential growth in.
Because the topic is so broad, I'm guessing applicants will really have the opportunity to personalize it to their perspective.
Yeah, exactly. And those are the stories that we really love hearing the most, is the ones that can tie them back to personal experience or where they'd like to see their future in agriculture go.
Has the theme been consistent with previous years, or does the theme change every year?
Every year we do try to change the theme to kind of reflect what's going on in the industry. We have been running this contest for a number of years, and we were unable to last year, really being in the thick of crisis with COVID and how it was impacting the industry. So we wanted a broad topic this year to really open it back up for some of the kids entering to have some fun with.
And what are some of the prizes for this competition?
So we've got 3 prizes available. First prize will be $1,000. Second place is $500, and third place is $250.
And what type of format is acceptable for submission?
So we also keep this really open and flexible for applicants to show their creativity. So we receive a lot of written pieces or kind of visual presentations, some video work or audio work, really any form of communications tool. So if someone wanted to put together kind of a rollout for a social media plan, that would be really cool. Or a story through images of their own personal experiences.
So it very much has the ability to be personalized to whatever the applicant really wants to portray through their application, I'm guessing.
Yeah, definitely.
And how do people submit their application for this?
So they can send in their application to me. The form's available on our website, albertabeef.org, or you can also find it on our new news daily site, abpdaily.com. And so you have to fill out the application form and then send that along with your submission into me by July 30th.
That was all the questions that I had. Are there any other aspects of this that you think we should touch on?
No, just that this is a really good way that ABP likes to stay engaged with the youth in our industry, and hopefully something fun and creative that kids can work on throughout the summer.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Now we'll take a look at your egg prices. The first round of the NHL entry draft kicks off tonight, where 224 young men will start their professional hockey journey. Evan Kenny caught up with one local player who was previously drafted and looks back at that special day.
Well, I'm pleased to catch up now with Lloydminster's own New Jersey Devils defenseman Ty Smith. Ty, thanks for taking this time and joining me. Now, first things first, how's the offseason been so far?
It's been good so far. Just working out, skating, playing a lot of golf, hanging out with my buddies out here. I'm in Vancouver, so it's been pretty nice so far. It's been a lot of fun.
Now, Ty, you were 7th in team scoring, first among defensemen, 23 points in 48 games in your rookie year. Now, just talk to me a little bit. You have to be happy with your play this first rookie year, hey?
Yeah, I thought it went pretty well, personally. It was good to kind of get things going for my first year in the NHL. I mean, obviously, want to win some more games here down the road, but it was a good first year to kind of get things started and get comfortable playing in that league and learn a lot. So I think it was pretty good for me.
Now, Ty, currently the NHL draft is taking part. Back in 2018, you were the 17th overall pick to the New Jersey Devils. Now, Ty, just take me back to that day. What do you remember the most about your draft day?
I don't know, just being with my family probably. I was in Dallas, so it was hot. It was like 50 degrees. Um, I mean, I was just hanging out. It was a good day. It was really relaxing. Got to kind of spend the day walking around, just hanging out, relax with my family, go to the pool, things like that. And then the evening, got to go over to the rink and just kind of sit there and wait to be drafted. But for me, it was pretty cool. It's something you kind of work towards. It's definitely a stepping stone along the way. And I was thankful to have been there with my family. It was a lot of fun for me. It was a pretty cool day and cool experience.
Were you nervous at all on that day? I know, it's a lot of kids' dreams to be drafted. So how were you feeling?
Um, Maybe a bit. I think I was pretty calm. The best thing that's just a good day. I mean, you put the work in throughout the year. The stressful part's over is playing well and meeting all the teams and doing things like that. And that's kind of a day you just kind of relax and you know that you put the work in and just kind of wait to be called.
Now, Ty, obviously there's a lot of kids going through that same situation that you went through a handful of years ago. I guess just what's one piece of advice you would be giving those guys right now?
I think just to relax. Obviously, if you get drafted, that's awesome. If you don't, it's also fine. I think if you want to be a pro hockey player, the draft's kind of just a step along the way. It's great if you do, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. You can kind of just keep working, and I mean, there's a lot of players that go undrafted that are great NHLers. So just kind of try and enjoy it if you do, and if you don't, I guess maybe let it motivate you.
And now all hypothetical, but final question here. You already play with Jack Hughes, who was the #1 overall pick a handful of years ago. Now there's the potential that the New Jersey Devils could be drafting his brother, Luke Hughes, with the 4th overall pick. Now, Ty, it is possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but wouldn't that be a pretty cool situation this upcoming year?
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I watched Luke a couple times this year. Living with Jack, we put Luke's games on the laptop a few times and watched him. I mean, he's an unbelievable skater, great hockey sense. He's going to be a really good NHL player. He's got some size too, which Jack and Quinn don't really have, so it's kind of cool to see. I mean, if we took him, it'd be really cool. I mean, I know Jack's expressed in the media and to everyone that he'd love it if the Devils took him. So I guess we'll see what happens. But I mean, Luke's a great kid. Came down to visit us, so he'd be a lot of fun to have around. And if we take him, great. And if we don't, pretty confident our scouts will make the right decision. That they've been kind of grinding, trying to figure out who to take. So I know they'll pick the right guy.
And Ty, obviously, the New Jersey Devils scouts know a little bit more than I do personally. Thank you very much for taking this time and joining me.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks, man.
Now we're Connor Chan. We'll take another look at your weather forecast.
All right, thanks very much, Jasmine. Definitely very windy today. A lot of heavy winds that we saw not only yesterday, as we saw from early in the show with the winds out at Atson Lake there, and then also for us here today as well, seeing winds get close to 50 kilometers an hour, but it's going to die down by tomorrow as we take a look at some other temperatures. 24 degrees in Edmonton, 23 in Edson, Rocky Mount House, and Whitecourt as well. 25 for Red Deer, along with Saskatoon, sitting at 27 degrees. As we see the higher 20s in Saskatchewan, 26 in North Battleford, 25 for Prince Albert, and 23 up in Meadow Lake as well. Northern Saskatchewan also sitting at some mid-teen temperatures as well. 17 in La Loche and Buffalo Narrows, 19 in La Ronge, also in Uranium City as well, 15 in South End as well, 17 degrees in Fort McMurray, 21 in Slave Lake and Grand Prairie, 22 for Peace River, and then 23 up in High Level as well. Southern Alberta and Saskatchewan continue to still stay very warm, 28 in Medicine Hat and Lethbridge, with 26 degrees in Calgary and Coronation, 28 degrees in Kindersley. As we take a look to some of the southern Saskatchewan temperatures, there is the possibility we could see some thunder showers rolling around into the parts of northern Saskatchewan, as well as in some parts into southern as well later on into the week here. 29 in Moose Jaw, 27 in Regina and Swift Current, with 30 in Estevan, and then, like I said, 28 there in Kindersley as well. Taking a look across the country, everything's still pretty consistent for the most part, except for out in the Maritimes, where they're still in those kind of low teens there at 14 in St. John's, 32 degrees in Winnipeg, 23 in Quebec City, 14 in St. John, like I mentioned there, 26 in Toronto. You can see up in the northern parts of Canada, of course, they're getting some showers right now up in Yellowknife. Clear skies in Regina at that 27 degree mark, and then 23 out in Vancouver with sun and cloud mixes along with Whitehorse at 19 degrees. Now we are going to see things clear up here. We did kind of see a little bit more sun today, as we got that sun yesterday after the little storm we had, and then things definitely cleared up today, and then just mostly the wind was the big storyline of the day, with those gusts getting as high as they did. But tomorrow, clear skies expected, and the wind's going to stay back to normal, around 24 kilometers an hour for wind speeds for tomorrow. 22 in Lloydminster, as well as in Vermilion, Marway, and Bonnyville, Cold Lake. 21 in Vegreville tomorrow, 25 degrees for Edmonton, with 27 in Provost, and then 25 degrees in North Battleford for tomorrow, along with we'll see 24 degrees in the St. Walburg and 23 in Green Lake and Meadow Lake areas as well. Now here's a look at the next couple of days. There is a chance we could see some more rain out here on Sunday, with a 60% chance, 23 on Monday, Tuesdays. We're going to see a little bit more sun and cloud mixes throughout the day, so we will get a little bit warmer, but we'll just see some more cloud coverage on top of that as well. And then as we get to Thursday, one of the hottest days of the week, 26 degrees. And then as we get into Friday, 23 degrees, as we're near the end of July already. It feels like it has gone by just really, really fast. There is also a slight chance, though, in the afternoon on that Friday. Could see some showers in the forecast, as the percentage is over 50% there. That is a look at your 7-day forecast. We'll have more primetime local news after the break. Well, joining us for the entertainment panel is Abby St. John. Abby, a few things to talk about, starting with the announcement that Grease, we know that they're getting a prequel movie called Summer Nights, which has not gotten any traction as of late, but what has gotten traction of late is a Paramount Plus prequel, which revolves around the Pink Lady. So touch on more on what we know at this point.
Yes, so it's going to be a 10-episode series, and it's going to be called Grease: The Rise of the Pink Ladies. Paramount Plus had last October bought the rights to the show from HBO Max, which was going to be titled Rydell High. But Paramount Plus has now taken over the show, and it's going to follow Rizzo, Frenchie, Marty, and Jan, who are fed up misfits from Rydell High. They come together and they form what we know now as the Pink Ladies, and it's just their journey of how they how they got together, how they became friends, and how they formed this group that kind of shakes up Rydell High. It takes place 4 years before we meet Sandy, so 4 years before the movie Grease took place. So it's going to be interesting to see, kind of how their group formed, how maybe how the T-Birds fall in place with that as well. I'm very excited because they're four characters that seemingly have different personalities from the Grease movie, but they all come together to form this group because they are those kind of misfits, and they go against the norm of their school. So I'm very excited to see it. Not much has been shared along the lines of plot or even, who's going to be playing these characters. All we know is that it will be on Paramount Plus, and it has been greenlit, so it's going to be in production very soon.
And you mentioned with HBO Max, so one of the big projects HBO Max has coming up right away is, I know Batgirl has been a movie that has been in the works. We know early on Joss Whedon was in talks to do it, but then he is no longer attached to the project, so now they're getting the directors from Bad Boys for Life to do it. So testing already began not too long ago, Abby, but after testing a couple actors that are pretty well known, like Zoe Dutch and Haley Lou Richardson, they finally found the one to take on the reins of this character.
Yes, her name is Leslie Grace, and she just had her breakout role in the musical In the Heights, and she did fantastic in it. She did beat out, like you said, Zoe Deutsch and Haley Lou Richardson, pretty big names, but she is now being cast as Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, in the new film Batgirl, and it will debut exclusively on HBO Max, and the plot again is under wraps. We don't know much about what to expect. All we know is that Barbara Gordon is the daughter of Commissioner Gordon, and she will be behind the mask and cape. I'm very excited. I think Leslie Grace is a fantastic choice to make. I think she's going to do amazing things going forward with other projects that she may be a part of, and this one will definitely help her get there. She did fantastic in the Heights, and just seeing what else she can do with a different genre is going to be really exciting to see.
And of course, maybe we don't know for sure, it hasn't been confirmed if it does tie into what Matt Reeves' The Batman is all about, and also which comes out very, very soon, which is one of the most anticipated movies for 2022 as well. So, Abby, one of the last things, and one of the biggest movies that's being anticipated for the year is Dune, which we got another look at a couple days ago. And when I first saw this, the first trailer was already amazing, but the second one just kind of it just basically solidified itself as one of the most exciting non-Marvel movies of the year, which comes out really soon here, and just it's based on the story here of Dune, which is based on the book. So just what did you take away from this trailer now that we know a little bit more about the story for those that don't know it?
Yes, it is visually spectacular. Just watching the trailer has already gotten me excited just for the scenery and the shots. There's going to be a lot of action, a lot of battle. They're following a world that is being under attack, and so the House of Atreides will be helping bring peace to this world and help fight against those who are trying to eliminate it. And it has a huge cast list as well. Lots of well-known names: Timothy Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Zendaya, Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, and Javier Bardem. all in this movie, and it looks absolutely fantastic. And like you said, it's one of the most anticipated movies of this year, and the trailer has proven that. There's going to be a lot of action scenes and a lot of different creatures and CGI that has already been shown in the trailer. So it's going to be a very exciting movie, and I think it's going to live up to, the expectations that are being thrown out.
And one thing with this movie I think does really well is some big cast movies, when you get all those big names, sometimes it doesn't work out chemistry-wise, but it seems just from looking at the footage that we got, it definitely does look like this big cast meshes well together, and hopefully it will definitely deliver box office-wise for the holiday season here. Abby St. John, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This weekend, you can check out some great rodeo action. It is the 66th annual Lee Park Pro Rodeo. You can check out the rodeo tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, and then Sunday at 1. That's going to be Championship Sunday, and it's the great rodeo events that you've come to know and love, but they've added a new event this year, Team Breakaway Roping, so you'll want to be sure to check that out. Also, as part of the weekend, tomorrow morning, start your day with a delicious pancake breakfast at the Marwayne Arena, and tomorrow night, there's going to be the rodeo dance in Marwayne, and they're going to have a shuttle running from Marwayne to Lloydminster, so you can head out and enjoy the dance. $25 a day for adults to get in. 12 and under get in for free. For all the details, LeeParkProRodeo.com. Coming up on Monday evening, take some time for yourself. Take some time to work on your own personal wellness as the Nest Project presents a free pop-up event that's going to take place at Bud Miller Park. It's called Presence, and it's going to feature 3 different aspects. There's going to be mindfulness, movement, and journaling as well. It gets underway at 7 o'clock at Bud Miller Park. It is free to take part, but you can get registered right now at thenestproject.ca. Coming up Thursday night, you've got a chance to support the Lloydminster Rescue Squad by taking in a drive-in movie. Head for the Lloyd Mall parking lot on Thursday evening so that you can see Spies in Disguise. Admission $25, but that includes popcorn and candy for your vehicle, and you support the Lloydminster Rescue Squad. That's coming up this Thursday at the Lloyd Mall. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, we hope you stay safe and stay healthy.
What's Happening is brought to you by Northern Factory Workwear, Circle Drive East, Saskatoon, and Highway 17 South, Lloydminster.
I'm speaking with Carrie Lawrenson, who is the lead educator for a pop-up session called Presence that will be available at Bud Miller Park on July 26th. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, can we start off with telling us what this session helps people with?
Yeah, absolutely. So we designed Presence really based on a few of our other programs that we were already running. So basically what Presence entails and kind of what you can expect when you come on the 26th is it has 3 components. So the first one being a component of mindfulness. So really working to pay attention on purpose in the present moment. And then we're going to go through some movement. So the movement for Presence is a really kind of approachable, gentle yoga practice. So I lead our yoga at the Nest Project, and my training is in yoga for mental health. So all of the postures that we're going to take you through really are kind of open for anyone. So, and then the third component is reflection. So we'll kind of wrap it up, tie it all together with a journaling component to complete the evening. So 3 different components in one pop-up, which is kind of exciting for us.
Now, what organizations is the Nest Project partnering up with for this?
Yeah, so we have been really, really lucky to partner with the Thorpe Recovery Center. So we're partnering with the Thorpe to offer this. And then all of the funding has been provided by Project Sunrise through Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation. So we, some of you who are watching maybe have taken part in our Living Well series. So in the spring, we were running some series online, and now we're really lucky enough to gather in person. So we're going to do 2 pop-ups through the summer, one in July, one in August, both at Bud Miller Park. And then we'll continue again with some fall series that will be running through Living Well. So yeah, Thorpe Recovery Center and Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation, Project Sunrise, we've been really lucky to partner with them, and it's been a strong collaboration so far that we're really looking forward to continuing for Lloydminster and surrounding area.
Why did the Nest Project and these other organizations find it important to offer this to the community now?
So really, it is all about kind of setting people up in regards to their well-being. So what can we do? What do we have accessible to us right here, right now, that we can kind of learn to practice? All of the offerings by the Nest Project are things you can kind of do on your own in your own home, not really requiring you to go out and buy anything. And so really, the umbrella is around positive psychology that we use. And it was really nice. So we were doing some work with the Thorpe Recovery Center with their staff and with their clients. And we just kind of got talking a little bit about Lloydminster as a city, and again, the surrounding area. And we kind of brainstormed together how we could maybe offer some of these opportunities to the community at low to no cost. We did not want cost to be a barrier for anyone. So that's when we partnered with Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation. And we just really feel like the opportunity to get people to come together, whether it be online or in person, and just talk about wellness and learn some strategies and some tools to practice is a really good opportunity to kind of bring out the best for people in the community.
And you were saying earlier that there will be multiple sessions planned in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, we're going to be offering a second pop-up for presents in August. And then starting in the fall, again, probably starting in October, we'll get back to kind of our regular programming that we were doing. So those were 3-week series that we were offering, and they were online in the spring. And we're really hoping that we can come together in person for some of these opportunities. Again, it's kind of a large area, so I'm sure it'll be a combination of both online and in-person opportunities coming in October.
What time will the session on July 26th be at?
So it's going to be at 7 p.m. So it's going to run from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And like you had said, it's at Bud Miller Park and right by kind of the picnic shelter. So if you follow the Nest Project or Thorpe Recovery Center, Lloydminster Regional Health, we've provided a little map on kind of how to find us that evening. So we're just really suggesting for people to bring a yoga mat, a journal, and it really is for anyone kind of ages 8 and up. And we are asking that children be accompanied by an adult, and just again, really looking forward to a chance to come together. And we're going to have the theme surrounding joy, the emotion of joy. So I think it's going to be a really beautiful evening to have a little bit of movement, some mindfulness, and then a little bit of journaling as well.
For people wanting to find more information online, where can they find this for registration and such?
Yeah, so you can go right to our website, which is www.thenestproject.ca, and we have a Join Us tab. And you can just click on that tab, and that's going to give you an opportunity to register as well. Social media, we're on Instagram, the Nest Project Educators, Facebook, the Nest Project. And then again, you can find more information through Thorpe Recovery Center or Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation.
Perfect. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining me today, Carrie.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.